Is it hard for you playing a character that, you know, is so embody so well? Like, do you ever worry that, you know, you could be Kurt forever, or that, you know, people forget that there's Chris inside of there too?
I'm not too worried about it, but I hope there's fear with every character that I play like that. That I will be stereotyped with every character that I play, because I think that would mean I'm doing something right.
Right.
But by having that fear, I think that means I'm doing something right. But I mean, I think if people meet me, they clearly realize that there's a gap between Chris and Kurt, a very, very large gap. But lately, I've been kind of worried that he might be like an alternative personality, because like I'll be able to look at something and know exactly like what he would think, and it kind of worries me, because I mean, but you know, like I've noticed like in interviews and stuff, I always sit with my legs crossed like he does, because it's like my legs have become like Lincoln logs.
You're so used to it.
Right. I mean, when you pretend to be someone else for so long every day, that you're bound to pick up their traits.
That's great, though. That's amazing. And of course, there are some similarities between Kurt and Chris, and one of those being the amazing voices that you have.
Oh, thank you.
And, you know, part of the storyline was based on your personal experience with Wicked. And you said earlier, you know, Wicked is your favorite musical. Most of us that are fans of the show have seen the episode where you sing Defying Gravity. Tell me about the similarities between your experience and Kurt's experience.
Well, when I was in Clovis, California, when I was in high school, we did this Broadway review type talent show every year. And every year I would beg my fellow students and the teachers to let me sing Defying Gravity, because it was my favorite song in the entire world, and I was obsessed with Wicked, and every year they'd turn me down. And I think most of the girls were just upset that I could sing it and they couldn't, and that's probably why they would turn me down. But I mean, I was very bitter about it. Still am a little bitter about it.
You showed them. You showed them now.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. But see, I can sing it, sort of. But yeah, so I was telling Ryan Murphy that story, kind of just like venting to him about it one day, and then I get the script for the next episode, and that's Kurt's storyline.
Wow, that's like your dream coming true.
Really? Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
More. Well, with the song, you know, Kurt goes through a little bit of a struggle to reach that high F.
Yes. Yeah.
Is it really a struggle for you, or did you? I mean, if I don't want to spoil it if no one's seen it, but he intentionally botches it at the end of the song.
Yeah.
Is it really that hard for you to get there as it was for Kurt, or can you do it like that?
I could probably do it like that. Like, it's very easy in the shower to do, which I'm sure my neighbors hate me for. But the hardest part was probably having to screw up the note in a song that I love so much. But I think it just made the story so that that much more sincere and genuine. So it was a good thing, a good element.
And we did get to hear you reach the note at least while Kurt was practicing.
Right, and there's a version on iTunes too.
Right. Now, out of all of the amazing things that have been going on this season, what is number one, your favorite moment of Glee, and number two, your favorite number? Okay.
Favorite moment. Probably when I was singing Defying Gravity, just because it was a huge, huge dream come true, and it meant as much to me as it probably meant to Kurt. Favorite
Group
number
maybe? Group number, maybe?
Group number, probably Jump, which was on.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I was actually watching that, and I was so embarrassed at like the things that I was doing on those mattresses. Oh
so
gosh,
great. It was great.
Oh gosh, which were great for him, but not so great for me.
Have you had to take a lot of dancing lessons to prepare for this show?
I have never taken a dance lesson before the show ever. Like a little bit of tap, but I haven't tapped in the show. But I think Single Ladies was the biggest dance lesson anyone could ever get.
How much do you practice for each episode? Because every episode has, 3 or 4 musical numbers, and usually at least one big group number that requires quite a bit of choreography. Yes, yeah. How much rehearsal goes into all of that?
It depends on like how the size of the number, but when we first started filming the 1 through 13 or 2 through 13 in January of last year, it took us like a month to learn Push It. But then, like, as we kept getting better and better, and we were able to learn like the Proud Mary number in 2 days, and the Keep Holding On number the day before. So we've gotten really good at it.
Well, as you know, you're about to go on hiatus after this coming week. On Wednesday will be the last episode of the year. So give us a little tease.
Okay.
What can we expect?
Oh gosh. You can expect lots of show hands coming up.
Spear fingers?
Spear fingers.
Show hands? I guess show hands is probably the actual term.
Yeah. There's a little bit of a crisis that the Glee Club goes through in this last episode for the fall, and they really have to pull it together and keyword together to pull some stuff up fast.
Mm-hmm. And what do you see as being the future of the Glee Club? Like some people have worried, where will this go next? Where are they gonna, win? And it's gonna be awesome.
Get new kids.
Be the end, and will you all be right? Will there be all new members?
Graduate.
What do you think will happen in the future?
I really have no idea, but I am so looking forward to finding out. I know that there's been talk about maybe. We have regionals to be, and then nationals, and maybe there's World Glee Club, finale that we have to, or we have to battle Russia. So,
that would be cool.
Right. And then maybe we have to battle against aliens after that. You never know.
And how about you? What's coming up with you? I assume you're on break for now, as long as the show is, it's wrapped for the time being, correct?
We haven't really had much of a break, because we ended filming in August.
You're doing promos.
Right, and now we've been doing promoting, but just lots of gleeful times. Gleeful times. Yeah.
How about as Kurt for an actor? What do you see as Chris? Excuse me, Chris is an actor. See, if you had different sounding names, it'd be a lot easier.
If I was named like Nick or something.
Right.
Yeah.
So what's coming up for you in terms of what's the next step for you as an actor?
I'm just happy to be on Glee. I've had a lot of offers for other projects, a lot of roles that aren't so like Kurt, which I appreciate, but have sadly had to turn them down because Glee kind of takes up most of my schedule.
Well, we are very glad to have you on Glee, and we look forward to seeing what comes in the future. Thank you so much for being with us today. That's all we have time for. This has been CU at USC, the very best college talk show on the planet. See you next time.
Amen.